What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. Today's a big day. We finally, month and a half later, have Deathwing. This is gonna be our first game playing as Deathwing. I haven't read any of his talents. I watched the preview for him and saw his abilities, so I know his abilities, but I haven't gone all the way through his talents. And we're gonna have to see, where we want to go with it. It did look like the brawler form seemed a bit stronger, but the range form, considering how clunky and slow the character is, might be the better pick, especially on a map like Hanamura, where we're going to be fighting over kind of a point of interest, right, with the payload. So we'll see how the build goes. We'll look at some talents as we jump into the game, but it is loading up. It's going to be on Hanamura, and we do finally have the Deathwing access, and you guys are about to see a thick daddy on the screen the second this Murky loads in. I feel like Murky might be pretty good. There it is. Is everyone ready for the moment that we have all been waiting for? Man, I'm looking pristine too. Oh, I broke the sit. Of course I got the Barney skin. Just look nice and atrocious for everyone. So if you guys don't know already, a few important parts. I cannot be healed. I cannot be stunned. I have armor. Each knock of my health bar, I lose armor. So right now I have 40, 30, 20, 10. I have a global that flies. That's when I can heal in the sky. And I have two forms, which looks to be a 20-second CD. So I can actually switch between them. Let's see how long that takes. Okay, so there's the change form. You roar. You know the Deathwing is changing form when he does that. And that means his CDs should be probably back up during that. So again, I haven't really, this looks good though. I have not really read this character. There's his first ability, the dragon breath. That guy just changed forms. Protected from armor plate loss, basic attacks heal. Oh, okay, let's do that. This will allow me to sustain myself. Oh, he almost got me. So I think right now I'm on the, yeah, I am. I'm on the mage version of him. We have the Leorc here that's thinks he can counter me, but I actually took a really good talent at level 1 for this Leorc. So you can see I've already lost one of my armors. I'm actually not too upset with it. You can tap, but in order to get these armors back, I'm going to have to fly into the air. So I'm going to tap some of this health back. Oh, I could have healed every time I dealt damage with my lava burst as well. As you can see, like, my main issue is that I'm just so clunky. I think with this auto attack talent, he could be really good in the solo lane, potentially. Increases, I would have been good talent to take with my level 1 if I had taken heal, but I'm gonna go some sort of armor auto attack build. Oh, his damage is increased when he's missing armor plates. Oh, sweet. Molten flame damage. When molten flame is cast at 75 energy or higher, damage increase. That's pretty good too. Let's go. Let's try this one. Let's try the riskier play here. We got the Uther. We know we're gonna get hit by that Leorc drain, so we're probably going to be below 30 armor in most cases, which is just going to give us 30% increased damage, like pretty much all points. So let's try out now probably the fly. I think you should be able to fly anywhere on the map. Here, we'll switch forms too, and we'll fly in here. Let's see how. Oh, we can't fly after switching forms. Okay, we might be okay, we might be the best Deathwing in the game. It looks like it takes a while. Here we go. We're gonna hit Z. It's taking a very long time. I hope I don't just drop. Alright. I'm in the air. I'm guessing I click where I want to land. I'm healing. I'm getting my armor back. So this is giving us kind of what it looks like to get your armor back as this character. Maybe we can look to gank top lane. Ah, here we go. Okay, so my stances. This is my choice of dropping in as the Destroyer or the World Breaker. I think Destroyer is what I want to do. Okay, so let's try this. We are healthy, we're ready to go. Drop 7 meteors. Nah, let's do this. And we're landing. Get him! Ha! Nice. Nice. Wait, this mode owns. Especially with the build I've gone, so definitely more of like a melee based, right? Let's switch now though. And change it up here. Remember with the E, it's diagonal to you like a V, so you gotta kind of aim it off. Alright, we're going up again. So Z, you don't have to worry about casting where you want to go, so it's not like false ad. Instead, you just have to hit it. Can I drop meteor right now? Oh, what the? Oh my word. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I dropped down in destroy form. Okay. I think I want to take the roar here. Oh, this guy's taking. Let's pop the Q. Zoning Q, by the way. I do have my ult up. Oh my gosh, that last right. I'm going in, boys. Woo! Oh, the one auto attack healed me enough. Easy calcs. Okay, so I think we're definitely going up now. Drop some meteors on this guy, because we can. We can also soak. So I think W is range form, Q is melee form. W, mage form, Q. Okay. I think dropping Q is good if you want to like drop in on the back line. And W's probably good if you want to drop in and peel maybe. Nah, this is bad probably. Oh no. Okay, I have to get energy, that's right. Let's change forms. I think I like the melee form a little bit more. I don't care about my Q. Empower basic attacks against disabled enemies. Oh. Reduce Deathwing's basic abilities by 0.5. Onslaught. The bite from Onslaught now slows. Is this not slow before? Oh, it does. World Breaker. Reduce Earth Shatters cooldown by 6. Okay. I think this. Let's just try this. Nice tornado, bud. I should go all the way through. Okay. How good are we at jungling? Not good at all, actually. Like, okay, but we're autoing for 471 on slow targets, which is kind of sick. Let's see if we can get a snap fear here. Time it right. Yeah. What'd you get? Maybe change up the form here. Put that behind. I need to just live. I need to fly here. Oh lord. Got to get out of combat to fly. I'll be able to drop meteors. So I'm not like completely out of the fight here. Dropping some meteors down. And then we'll land in. Land in with Q. You get that 3-second CD when you hit the floor, which is kind of annoying. Oh my goodness. Goodbye, medic. Alright, so now activate to gain it. Okay, that's so much. That tooltip actually just made me exhausted. I didn't even read it, but I got exhausted just hovering it. Okay, hold on, let's do this. So we're not Q build because I think Q build is bad. I think Q in general is a kind of sloppy talent or ability because it basically just says like, hey, enemy team, you wanna attack me? Landing on heroes slows and reduces their damage. That is incredibly good. Because that gives you the 3 seconds to bash them, and it procs at 13 talent. Activate to gain a shield of 35% of Deathwing's missing health for 8 seconds. While the shield holds, you regenerate. When the shield expires, Deathwing regains armor. That's pretty good. But I think this is definitely the play here. So we're on like the dive medic game, right? So we pop up, we drop some meteors. And then we come on in, it hits, that slows, you get big crits. And then we can decide what we want to do from there. I'm going in. This is a big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. I just Deathwing to ulted in like I'm Sylvanas and I just cast my E ability. That was not it. That was not it. I need to actually check. Does Bellowing Roar CD when you hit the ground? I'm assuming it has to, right? It has to. Oh, I like they have the epic portrait around Deathwing. It's pretty cool. It must. But just a pro tip for everybody who tries out Deathwing. His ult is not Sylvanas' wailing, or whatever her E is wailing something with Black Arrow. It is not. You die, turrets hit you, they hurt. Watch out for that. But I should be able to from here, and we'll be able to test this as well. If, what's it called? If I can Bellowing Roar, because I can fly in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We're going. Nope, yeah, it's CD'd. That's annoying. Might be able to get a good one here, though. Yeah, I just feel like I'm crippling myself using that ability, which is so sad. Wait a second. I'm going. Cataclysm slows. I took it in time, didn't I? Die! Oh, he took Spectral Leech and Mithril Mace. Gains landing damage increased. Gain all. Dang it, I should have done that. For the next 6 seconds after landing. No, guys, I felt good about this. But now I feel sad because I definitely should have taken this. Deathwing's damage is increased by 40% as a basic. Here's the deal. And I'm just being honest. I'm being completely honest. This ability isn't good. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. I guess it's maybe it's solid like if you like set it up with like a Leoric Tomb or something. But I think the fact that like people, okay, I can jump here. I think the fact that people can just move out of the way is just so silly. You know? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Time will come. I don't really want to jump in like with all my team right. Oh, I can just sit here. Lol. All right, here we go. Do we hit? We hit. We get a slow now. We're proccing. We get a second slow. Slow again. Fear. Fearing them into their base. Fear takes too long to cast as well. Catechism for the slow. Into their base. Get knocked out. Second slow. Woo! Okay. So the character's fun. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. But now that we've just played him, let's go in really quick and let's go look at some talents. Because I think I have the build and we're going to end the video on the build. Alright. Now that I know what everything does and like how the character interacts, I think I kind of understand him more. So Lava Burst is the Incinerate. Wait. Oh, it shows the abilities here. Okay, so Incinerate is the W around the melee form, and Lava Burst, I believe, is the little lava pool on the... Yeah, it's the lava pool. The lava pool, you're not going to get a lot of... It's good at, like, maybe on an Infernal Shrine. So there are maps where this talent could be good. Infernal Shrine, Curse Hollow, right? I think this talent can be good because it chokes people, but you have to think of it this way. People do not technically, or like, they don't usually walk through things if they don't have to, right? So they're going to be pretty actively looking to dodge that. And it doesn't really set up that well with Earth Shatter. So I don't really know if I want to go anywhere with Lava Burst, but Incinerate is pretty powerful, especially when you charge in and then you hit W, right? Which is what I was doing. Which brings me to my second point. This Roar talent is not as good because it's basically the same sort of button that you're going to press when you charge in and then W, right? Like, you could technically charge in and Roar. Maybe it is good. It's a 2-second fear. It might be really good still, even though it kind of is the exact same thing as the W in melee form. The fact that it kind of protects you, like if people are diving you, you can roar them off of you. I think that in itself is kind of powerful. So maybe this is good because in reality, all this does is it makes your Cataclysm actually, that could be good. That's an if statement. This is an always statement because if a fort or keep dies, then Cataclysm's reset. Cataclysm does deal more damage, but it didn't really ever feel like I was dealing damage with Cataclysm. But I did kind of like this talent with I did kind of like this talent with all the auto attack abilities actually. So this is like your regen talent. This is going to be, you stay above 3 armors, you're always going to regen, which is pretty solid. But in a real fight, when you start losing health, it immediately becomes ineffective, right? So you have to think about that. It's the same as like Muradin with his passive, but in this case you have to be above 3 armor plates, which is pretty good too. But I mean, you could technically trade as long as you're above 3 armor plates and heal, but this heals you on autos and it protects you when you lose an armor, and you saw that a few times actually. 0.75 of a protective is pretty good. I mean, it could, you could lose an armor as you get hit by a pyroblast, and if you're smart about it, you could keep yourself alive. So you can strategically play around that proc with this talent. So I think that's pretty good, and it heals you, and makes you it kind of gives you sustain, right? So looking at the level 4 talents, I mean, again, I don't think we want to do anything with Molten Flame, because it just is something that people just move out of the way, right? So we're looking at the Dragonire or Heat Wave. Heat Wave could be good actually. Now that we've played the character, I prefer Molten or Destroyer form. I'll be honest. I think that it's much stronger, and in this case, in this form, we would Destroyer form, yeah. In this case, our W, right, would It's just a dot. Oh, wait. After hitting an enemy hero with instant rank, Deathwings deals 16 damage per second to all nearby enemies for 8 seconds. I don't know how this stacks. I actually have no idea how that stacks. Let me read this. Yeah, I don't know how that stacks because that just kind of pulses around you. Interesting. This one I think felt best because basically when you have 3 armor plates, you just deal more damage. And you're gonna almost always have 3 armor plates if we're being honest with ourselves. So now here comes this level 7 talent. This was also kind of, as I didn't read any of the talents, a harder one for me to choose. But I will say that this seemed pretty cool because not only did I get to deal damage with my E, I sustained myself, and it speeds up the time at which I can land again. So if you're doing flights mid-fight, then this is pretty powerful. This can also get picks, right? If people are like super low, you can just drop meteors on them and kill them that way, right? So I think the fact that this heals you, reduces your time at which you can land. So in the middle of a fight, you can get away, fly up, hit 2 E's on somebody, and then immediately drop is pretty powerful, right? Here we have Death Drop. Hitting an enemy with one of your things reduces their spell armor and Deathwing's basic cooldowns by 2 seconds. So this is cool. I hadn't read this one. This essentially means when you hit the ground, you'll have 1 second of downtime before you can start casting abilities, which is pretty sick. But I mean, honestly, we took the 16 talent that when we hit, we slow them and reduce their damage. So I think that those are kind of counterintuitive if we're being honest, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong there. You guys let me know how you feel about that. Firestorm. When Deathwing lands, he drops 7 meteors. Heroes hit by the meteors reduce Dragonflight's cooldown. Meteors prioritized. So this is just, I think this is poor. I don't think this is very good. I guess technically, if you're using him to gank one like a solo lane, you could drop down and the 7 meteors would hit, and then you could fly away after you kill them. I still like this one the most, but I'm curious as to what everyone. So in the comments section below, let me know what you think the best level 7 talent is, because I'm not really sure. Actually, I really don't know. Level 10, I think the roar is still best. Just the fact that if you do get behind them, which you should be able to because you're flying into them, that if this hits, in most cases you kill people, right? Or you protect yourself, which is nice. Level 13. This is the one where we went the Fire and Fury, which is pretty sweet actually, because you're diving, right? You're charging in with your E, and then you auto, and then you W, and then you auto, and then your E is pretty much back on cooldown. You could argue that this is better because this is going to give you more time to hit them, right? This is going to give you more time to hit them with your charge in because they're going to be slower. But I don't think that Deathwing is like the main CC. Like, he's like a lead CC, and then you really want follow-up CC to happen behind it. And then looking at the level 16, I think Elementium plating could be good, right? I think this could be really good if you're getting Dove. But the fact that this shrinks them by 75% and slows them for 5 seconds, like 5 seconds in Heroes of the Storm time is like a team fight, right? Like, that's so disgusting. Or you could be real cool and make your Q blow people up when you hit them with it. And lastly, level 20. I mean, this one, I definitely think I'm supposed to go Destroyer's Rampage. Because I'm always landing Destroyer form. I'm hitting the ground. I'm slowing them. I'm auto-attacking for big damage. My basic abilities are charging faster for 6 seconds. I'm spamming. This definitely has better synergy with Death Drop, because then you're hitting the ground. You immediately have your abilities, right? And all your damage is immediately stronger. So this definitely synergizes better with that. But this is definitely a destroyer form sort of thing, and I think that that's where I'm more at with this character. You could technically go here as well, and then you do get that insta spell armor as well. This is what I took. It makes your R slow, and its duration is increased. I don't really think that's good. I think it's one of these two. So I think that's going to be it. I mean, we'll go back over it really quick. The full build, if you guys are going to try the character out, he is indeed on PTR right now. So starting off, we're going to go Draconic Might. The protected every time we lose armor plating and 40% healing per auto attack damage. Level 4, we're going to take Dragon's Ire. So this is when we're below 3 armor plates or less, we get 30% increased damage. That's not auto, that's all damage. Most team fights are going to be below that. Level 7, you could take Skyfall, you could take Death Drop, you could take Firestorm. Honestly, all these are good. I think Skyfall, considering it sustains you if you land your E faster and gets you back to the 4 armor and full health, is a little bit better because of that. And it also allows you to fly up in a team fight, hit your E twice, fly down. Bellowing Roar at 10, I think this is just better. Although you could take this, again, this is just a fear. If it lands and it connects, it could be game winning. Right? And having that ability, it can be really strong. The issue with it is if they get past you, which sometimes happens, right? You hit the ground, they run past you. If they get past you, then you're fearing them away, and you don't really want to do that. But it's a good way to protect yourself. It could also be a game-winning ult. At 13, I think Fire and Fury is better because you're not the lead CC. You know, Onslaught's already slowing, and this also reduces the cooldowns on your W and your E, so you can do it more often if you're continuing to auto attack. And more auto attacks, obviously dealing more damage, meaning we're healing more with Draconic Might at level 1 with the synergy at the level 4. And then at level 16, I think landing and being able to both slow and shrink everybody. Not only are we shrinking them by 75%, but we're also slowing them by 40% for 5 seconds. Like, that's better than Leoric's E, you know what I'm saying? So really powerful, and obviously we want to synergize that even more. Arrival of a God can be really powerful at 20, or when we hit the ground in Destroyer form, everything's just even more juiced up. We're more strong and more powerful. Either talent at level 20 it can be really strong. But that's going to be it for today's Deathwing video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about the character. Get in and try him out. I'm not saying you shouldn't use your W or your Q ability, but you probably shouldn't, because this is... I mean, you guys saw it's good, but it's not great. Just because of how long it takes to wind up and how easy it is to avoid. So if you're going to try to use it, try to put it on top of potentially like a Ring of Frost or an Entomb. And even in that case, for me, I'm going to be honest, after playing him, just walking up and auto attacking for 400 or 500 damage autos with, you know, 500-600 damage Qs and or Ws and Es, it just seems silly to put yourself out of position in order to connect a big Q. But that's going to be it for the Deathwing video. Again, thank you guys all so much. Congrats to Blizzard for creating a character as such magnitude for a MOBA. It's very unique. It's very cool. And I'm looking forward to playing him on a non-PTR Hero League sort of game where we will get to see more of the other team trying to counter him and his role within the team, you know, as like potentially a solo laner where you can fly in from there and gank at any point in time. So that's going to be it. Again, thank you guys all so much. I'll see you the next time. See you then. Cheers.